Councilman Antonio Lewis. How are you?
I am amazing. Typically, my answer is putting it together. Right?
Really?
Putting it together.
Really?
Because you can't get too high, can't get too low. It's so many things always going on in your community. But I'm amazing today because it's Sunday and I just left church.
Yes.
And I took my niece.
Yes.
So I feel amazing today.
You feel amazed today. There was a word in the house. The fellowship was good. The energy was good. It was the right place at the right time.
It was a good Sunday.
It was a good Sunday. You didn't want to be anywhere else but there at that moment.
Man, can I tell you, before we got to church,
Yes.
we actually ran out of gas.
No.
And we got out one car and got in another car.
Really?
God is so good.
Yeah,
God
he
is
is.
so good
He's on time.
that we were able to make a short, it was less than a 30-second walk to get to the other car.
Wow.
And we drove the other car to church and we still made it to church before the pastor was able to speak today. And amazing day.
You seem like a person that's always grateful about stuff. We're gonna get into that because I've seen you in a couple of spaces. We talked about that before we actually started, and we're gonna talk about that. Let me ask you, where are you from?
Cleveland Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia.
Is that
Cleveland
right?
Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia. Growing up, I used to hear folks say I'm from Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Georgia, and it meant something.
It meant something, yeah.
And so now today, if you're from Atlanta, Georgia, and you're from Cleveland Avenue, you can actually stick your chest out and say, I'm from Cleveland Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia. Because it's a different part of Atlanta.
Yeah,
and I represent it as best as I can. I try to make sure that your grandma is proud of me when she says my councilman is Antonio Lewis. I want your grandma and your granddad to be proud of me. And you.
This is awesome. So it's interesting you talk about grandma.